We're going searching for a hidden waterfall. I am fortunate enough to have access to 1,000 acres of land of a friend of mine. I'm getting to spend a week here exploring and learning the land. Now, the story of the waterfall, from what he told me, was that even though this property has been in the hands of his family for nearly 100 years, they didn't know about the waterfall until about 10 years ago. It's in that isolated of a location. He gave me an idea where it was at. I'm gonna try to get out there and check it out. But first, I wanna see if I can find it on the drone. Just to illustrate how a property like this could go with a waterfall, just going unnoticed for all those years, just look how dense these woods are. In this drone shot here, my camp is 1.6 miles away, towards that opening off in the distance, and everything between here and there is all part of this property. And minus a portion of it that's been dedicated for agricultural uses, the majority of this land has just been left natural all these years. After struggling for quite a while to see anything through the canopy, I finally saw something. I came across this outcropping of rocks. It looks like a pretty steep drop off, and I don't see any water coming off of it, but I'm betting that that's going to be the cliff wall that the waterfall comes off of, so I follow it. And I found this dark shady area where it looks like a valley meets the cliff wall. And now that seems like what I'd be looking for. So very nervously, I inch my drone down in closer. Minding you, I have it about a mile away from me at this point, and in the bottom of a ravine down a large hill. And if I lose this thing, I am going to be absolutely weeping. I spent way more on this than I should have, just because I love making these videos and wanted to improve the quality of content for the channel. And that's when it started to come into focus. And oh my gosh, guys, look at this. I know it's a little hard to see right at the beginning here, but watch as I get closer and start to work the drone down in between the trees. Look at this waterfall. It's kind of hard to explain the feeling I had of excitement at getting to see this and realizing, hey, this wasn't just some tiny little waterfall. This was a pretty good drop. And in what a location. I mean, this is really isolated, and it looks like the waterfall's in a little pocket in the cliff wall. Honestly, being from Indiana, this reminds me of a state park. We have a park called Turkey Run here that has big cliff walls like that. We don't have much like this. This is really exciting for me. I want to go see this thing. Question is, do we go to the top of the waterfall or the bottom first? Now that I've seen it, we're gonna have to do some serious bushwhacking to get there. But let's go to the top first. Getting ready to head into the woods. This will be almost a mile. I'm bushwhacking again. I don't see a single sign of man out here. I haven't seen a footprint or a piece of trash. Anything, not a stump even. One thing I didn't bring that I really should have is a compass. Once I get deep into the woods here, it's really easy to lose track of which direction you're going once you're running into obstruction after obstruction. And pretty much, this is how you go in circles. But fortunately, it's not overcast or anything. I've got good sun in the sky. It would be nice to be able to sort of keep my bearing on where I'm headed, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going anywhere near the right direction. I'm just trying to find a trail or something. Here is my first good sign though. See this? Water. Okay, all water runs downhill. And that water just happens to run right downhill into an impossible thicket, which there are numerous of. I think I'm starting to understand how it's possible that this hasn't been visited very much. Interesting type of moss. Oh, and these are cool too. These are lichens. It's like an air fern. These things just live off the air, so they really don't have a root system to speak of, so I didn't hurt the plant. Boom, I just transplanted it. By the way, my plan in finding this waterfall has been to find the water and just follow it. So far, I've not been able to do that. Looks like that goes uphill and stops. This flows downhill. Here we go. Oh, there's more cool moss. Look at this. That's the kind of stuff you take a nap on. It's soft. So the water's, looks like it's starting to lose elevation quicker.
Just gonna follow that. What on earth? Look at this rock formation. Get off my shoe. Is this a circle? What? It is. Look at this. Let's see if it goes all the way around. What would form this? It does. Oh, this is like a geologist's dream right here. I'm sure they could tell me what it is. It looks like the shape of a giant tree trunk. It is not. It's... Guys, if anybody knows what type of rock formation this is, I would love to hear it. I've never seen a circle of rocks like this before. And it's so cool. It does have this like tree trunk look. So all the ancient giants nut jobs can have some fun with that. But then there's this like cup shape to the inside of all the rocks that points towards the center. Some of the ones on the back don't seem to have that cup shape. And the ones on the back do look like they're higher in elevation. All right, back to the hunt for the waterfall. Looks like the rocky ridge keeps the undergrowth down a little bit, so staying near the big rocks is my strategy. Maybe cave too. And maybe a bear, so if I get eaten, you know, you'll know why. Look at this. Oh, this moss is so soft on my feet. I like this. Pigs. I see water. Oh, yeah. Now, if I hadn't taken the drone up, I would think this is the waterfall he was talking about. You know what? I don't think we have to go real far. I think we're almost there. Because I hear something. Guys, this is it. This is it. This is the waterfall. And that looks slippery. I think Aaron needs to hang onto a tree. See if I can pull that down with my leg. Oh, wow. Wow. And it's been really dry lately. It still has running water. I'll bet during, right after a rain, I'll bet this really comes running through here. But look down at the bottom. Does that not look like just the most majestic place to chill out and hang out a minute? Didn't bring my barrel or I'd just go over the waterfall. So we're gonna have to go the long way. Let's do it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, left or right? Let's go right. We got to go find the bottom of this waterfall. Look at this. A little cave entrance. There it is, first piece of trash I found. We'll take care of that. This marks the first. I picked up a lot of trash while I'm out walking around on these trips. This is the first time I've picked up all the trash I found on a trip. And it's a balloon, you know, this floated here, some poor kid. Mommy, my balloon. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at this formation right here. All right, let it be said. No more questioning it. Giants built this rock wall, and this is a handprint of a giant. You can see this was his finger hold right here. When he squeezed the rock, he squished it. All right, time to head downstream. I want to see where else this goes. Now that's a cave. Oh, that goes a bit. I'm gonna try to shine a light in there. Oh yeah, that goes back a ways. Shine over there, see if we can get more. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy. Yep, it goes on up in there quite a ways. I can't tell. I mean, I see a wall, but I think it's just curving back to the left again. That is cool. Oh. Okay, back on the trail. Look at that rock face. Here's another big drop. Man, if they're... There are fish in that pool down there. Look at that little formation right there. Probably a little camp stove sitting there just waiting. Aaron, come light a fire and watch me explode. Look at that cliff wall. There's another waterfall back there, I hear. It's just more like a spring, just trickling out. Look at this. It's like a geologist's dream, this place. Look at that. Look at down in there. You see that? How all that water is, how all those rocks are pitted out and have a, I think there's a hole there that drops water down. Lots of broken rocks and stuff. Looks like this, but it definitely goes back in there. But you know what doesn't go back in there? This guy. And I don't see any scat, which is good. Aaron doesn't like to get eaten alive by animals or have him knock him off a cliff or anything. Just kind of particular about that. This is one of them don't die Aaron places. Don't look, Mom. Just kidding. This is pretty stinking awesome. I am going to sit here for just a second and I am going to enjoy this view. What an amazing place Mother Nature's built here. Oh my gosh. What an amazing place here. Be a pretty steep fall. Okay, they are not brookies. I think that fish is called an Arkansas shiner. But there are fish in there. I think I gotta get in. Oh. This is a really special place. It is so awesome to be out here and just be in awe of nature. Hey guys, that'll be it for me for this video. I've got more to explore on this land there. There's so much he told me about that I haven't even been to yet. And I've got a week to do it. My original plan when I came here was to go to Bull Shoals Dam and do a survival trip from there all the way back here, which is about 60 miles on the White River. But there's so much on this property. It's so beautiful. I may be changing my plans a little bit. Thanks for coming along, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, because I sure enjoyed making it.